that we are going to discuss tomorrow. Grishma, ma'am. Hello. Uh,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, in between, if you if you don't hear my voice or if it gets stuck, please you can call me back. Okay, because
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
sure.
still facing this internet issues. So because of yesterday's rain.
Okay. Sure, sir.
Important part or in a writing, it is the it has most waste more weightage. Okay, but it doesn't mean that even part one is not important. Obviously both will get you a good band score, but uh, task one which is more into what do you call like illustrations, like I'll show you the task one. I think I showed you on the first day how task one looks like. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so we'll quickly complete double-ended questions and then go to task one. Okay. And like I told you weightage here, it is like one fourth. It is given out of 9 bands. For example, if we talk about 3 bands is for task one and 6 bands is for task two. Okay. So, anyways, we are going to discuss double-ended questions. We didn't discuss yesterday, and we are going to discuss that, and then we'll jump off to task one. Okay. So, what are double questions? Double questions are nothing but, for example, today more people are traveling. Sorry. Today, more people are traveling than ever before. Why is this case? And what are the benefits of traveling for the traveler? So the question is divided into two, isn't it? So why is this? And also, what are the benefits of it? So actually, it is one and the same, but uh, today more and more people are traveling due to reasons like maybe they want to go and study for study purposes, and some people go for work purposes, isn't it? So why is this case, and what are the benefits of traveling for the traveler? So traveler is something different, isn't it? So traveler is maybe some people go just to see the place and come back, isn't it? Or some people like to go to different places in the world as a traveler. So it is two or double questions here. Two questions are given here. Okay. So let me. And how important is it to maintain old buildings? Should history stand in the way of progress? So it is all talking about old buildings and historical buildings, isn't it? But he's also asking two questions. How important is it to maintain the old buildings? Should history stand in the way of progress? So both are like opposite, faces of coin, isn't it? Other face of the coins. So there are two faces for it. So how you actually will progress into these kind of double questions, we'll see. Even the second one also, if you can see here, nowadays the way many people interact with each other has changed because of technology. Obviously, it's a very hot end topic now, isn't it? In what ways has technology affected the types of relationships people make? Is it a positive or negative development? It's more like you're talking about pros and cons about technology, or the positives and negatives of technology, isn't it? So it's almost that. Okay. So you get double questions. The first, I mean, the friends that children have are a very important part of their lives. And obviously we're talking about friends. What kinds of influence may children's friends have on them? So it's about friends having influence on our children, or friends having influence on us, isn't it? That is what the question is. And what can parents do to ensure that their children's friends are good influence on them? So again, they're talking about the main topic is children and their friends, or people having friends, or young kids having friends, isn't it? Or what kind of influence, and what should parents do so that they might have a good impact on their children. So these are called double questions, but end of the day they're talking about the same topic. So how should we divide, or how should we write these kind of questions? Let's see. So as usual, introduction, paraphrasing the question plus thesis statement. And in the thesis statement, or in the introduction, you'll write 1 point summary of each question. Okay. So what is it? For example, body paragraph 1, give 2 reasons to answer the first question, and you're going to give another 2 reasons to answer the second question in second paragraph. Okay. For example, maybe you might talk about why is this case in the first paragraph, and what are the benefits of traveling as a traveler. You might talk about these in the second paragraph, and then conclusion. So the format is the same. Actually, format for each reason stays the same. Like for example, state the point, explain the point, and give examples, and show if there is any result. Okay. If you want to give an example, it's fine, it's optional, but it's good to give examples of real life from your life, because it will actually enhance the essay, and also you'll get more and more words. So it's better to get more words, right? So that in the end you will not struggle. Okay, I didn't get 250 words, what should I do, what should I do? So that should not come. So for that thing, there's a hint. Give examples. When you give examples, for example, for instance, my friend did this, my friend did that, or my one of my cousins did that. Okay, when you talk about an example, a real life example, there's a lot more story to write, isn't it? So that will actually enhance the writing, and also it will give you more and more words. So give examples, guys, rather than just giving statements. I'm sorry. Okay. So paragraph 1 is that giving 2 reasons for the first question, and body paragraph 2 is giving 2 reasons for the second question. So let's see what we have, and conclusion also obviously you need to give, right? So for question 1, why this case? There are some hints. Okay, usually in the answer, usually in the question paper, you won't have these. Okay, only the question is till from today to till traveler. This is what we have, like just giving you some hints here. Okay. So why is this case? People are going abroad for higher studies in best universities. Okay. Obviously, they go to best university. It's your case only, right? Yes. Then globalization. Globalization made it a requirement for business people to travel across the world for work. By the way, guys, what is globalization? Can you type it in the chat box, please? What is globalization? This one. I'm talking about this. Can you type it in the chat box? Let me check. What is so? What is globalization? Let's see what you have given. Any other answers? So there is given Devi Nagoli technology to connect the world to its best place. No, dear, it's not about technology. What is globalization? Ayush Patel. How the technology has connected the world. Uh, it's not only about technology, but you are very near to both Nagavali and Ayush. Any other answers, guys? Uh, yes, now Ayush came up with the thing, you know. Yes, Priya is also almost correct. Trade. Trade is one of the part actually. Okay, someone like Chandru Khanna. Yes, said trade and also Ayush. See, globalization is nothing but coming to, yes, economically becoming one. The world has become economically one. Yes. Yes, even Bharat Kumar has also said world's economies come together. You know, all the countries in the world come together is called globalization. For example, someone has typed trade. See, trade is not is only a part actually. Okay, but it is also globalization, right? People coming, giving us business. We have BPOs, isn't it? We have software companies in they give our they give us the what do you call the business, and we process it and give it, we outsource it, isn't it? So even traveling to other parts of the country, see other parts of the world, I'm sorry, to the other countries, and for study purpose, for even for trade purpose, for other everything, even to just to look around, everything becomes globalization. Globalization means the world becoming a small village. Okay, global village is also be called, is a term given to it. Okay, that is called globalization. Yes, very good, guys. So globalization made it a requirement for businesses, people to again. Okay, yes. So here also some hints given for what are the benefits. Again, traveling to in life, you can meet new people, exposed to different culture, and make friends in different parts of the world. See, it is, see, both the questions are not contradicting with each other, if you can see, isn't it? See, what is this case? He's just asking, and what are the benefits? Asking, right, benefits and demerits of it, or benefits and losses of it, of traveling abroad. No, that will become again advantage and disadvantage. He just given, okay, what is the case? But all is going towards traveling to a different place, isn't it? Becoming global citizens, isn't it? So let's see what we have. So yes, the keywords are for again for this paraphrasing the question. So let's see what kind of paraphrasing we have to write down the first sentence of the question in the own words without changing the meaning. Okay, obviously you need to paraphrase without changing the meaning. So what is it in the current era? So today in the current era, a lot of individuals are moving around the world much frequently as compared in the past. Okay, so this is one paraphrasing. And another paraphrasing is for the same thing. It is undeniable that traveling has become much more popular as compared to the past. Okay, very reasonable, right? Very reasonable paraphrasing. Okay, so you can come up with these kind of words. It's not that you have to tell in this way. Also, you can just tell in any way, but the meaning should not change. The paraphrasing can be done in many ways, isn't it? So yes. Then the second sentence, the thesis statement, you can try this. The primary reason behind extensive travel in the current world is global business opportunities and travel benefits individuals to gain valuable experiences. So he's giving both the trade and travel purpose. Normally, people travel for excursions and to see places, right? Yes, travel benefits and individuals gain for experiences. Even all some people also go and work. Okay, just to see the places also they go, right? Both. the same thing. There are several reasons why this is happening, and this situation offers various benefits. Okay, instead of saying the global business and valuable experiences, because if you use this the below sentence, that means you're keeping the uh, much more elaborative sentences to the next body paragraph 1 or body paragraph 2. Okay, so you can use this sentence or this sentence both in thesis statement. So thesis statement is nothing but what do you think about the above given topic. That's it. So according to me, there are several reasons. You can write like that too. Okay, according to me, there are several reasons why this is happening, and this situation offers various benefits. Okay, even you can add here also, in my opinion, primary reason behind this. So that also you can say. Then, what does the body paragraph contain here? Body paragraph contains more people are talking. More people are taking overseas trips for following reasons. What is that? So this is general introduction about the paragraph. Okay, the body paragraph one. The one reason is to get better education. Okay, so these days many students. So he's explaining to this the above this. So it is all one paragraph, guys. It is all the entire paragraph. But what is each and every sentence? So first, introducing the what you're trying to say in body paragraph. Then, what would be your first, a reason to say it? Okay, and then explaining the reason, and then giving the example and the result. See, these days, many students in the developing countries study in developed countries because many of the schools and universities there are a lot of higher quality. They are of a lot of higher quality. So we feel that when we go to a developed country or a big country, and where they have a lot of like the education is really really awesome out there, right? The education system might be really great. Maybe for that reason we go for higher studies, and also to get sometimes get the citizenship, right? Yeah, that is also one of the cases. And for example, the most of the top ranked universities in the world are located in countries like America and United Kingdom. So definitely people travel to these countries and get a quality education. That is what is. As a result, more students are traveling in pursuit of quality education, or to pursue the quality education. Okay. So this is the entire body paragraph, guys. I'll give you 2 minutes to just go through it. Okay, how the paragraph is divided, but you're not going to keep any headings or any statements. No, you'll just write like a paragraph. It's just that we divided you to show you how to write a body paragraph one, how to write introduction, how to write body paragraph two, conclusion. Okay, yes. So what do we have in body paragraph? We have the reason. Okay, state the point, explain it, example, and show the result, isn't it? So that is the structure. I'll give you 2 minutes to go through it. Just give me a quick minute. Okay, sorry guys. So yes. Okay. So body paragraph 2 gives what? Again, the same thing. Gives a second like answer to the given question. The second question: what are the benefits of traveling for a traveler? So he's just continuing because it is on the same topic, right? Yes. In addition, people may need to go on the business trips overseas. So why did we use in addition? Otherwise, if it is contradicting to the above, the first question, then we use however, isn't it? So here we are using in addition or moreover, okay, or secondly, you can say that too. Okay, you can say all these words, but however, contradictingly, in contradicting with the above statement, if we use that, that means it's a different ideology here, but it is the same ideology we are getting here, right? So in addition, people may need to go on business trips to overseas because we live in a globalized world. A person working for a multinational company may often need to travel to another office overseas for work. Obviously, even people need to travel for their work purposes. That is the ideology he has come up with. Okay. So also businessmen and entrepreneurs often travel to neighboring countries in order to expand their businesses. So additional explanation can also be given to the same point. Okay. Yes. People who travel can experience many benefits. In the first place, they can gain individual experience through their time abroad, throughout their time abroad, isn't it? When they go abroad, when we learn different things, isn't it? It's not only viewing places, we learn the culture, we learn people, we learn human relations, isn't it? All these things you can talk about. An example of this is that the person would encounter different cultures, customs, and visiting and living in another country, which could make him or her more open minded. See, everything, the entire passage is all positively talked, nothing against or nothing negatively talked about, isn't it? Obviously, the question is also in a very positive way. Okay, but if you want to come up with any negative like for example any things like for example people living in abroad might face some difficulties, if you can talk about difficulties also, it's fine. Okay, but mostly he's asking about benefits here, isn't it? So just stay up to the question and answer it. Okay, no need to again reiterate on the disadvantages and all because he has not asked it. Okay, and an example of this is that person would encounter, yes, and cultures and custom, yes. As a result, people become more mature and people open. I mean, become open to diverse situations in life. Yes, definitely. If we see people, we see different parts of the people in the world. Of business opportunities or just the sharing of one's different experiences. Consequently, the lives of both parties would be enriched. Okay, so definitely, when you meet new people, new places, you'll develop new relations, develop your new. So conclusion is nothing but again the summary of it. You need to summarize whatever you've done it in the first body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2 and give a small recommendation. So this is the conclusion criteria. You can just follow, summarize the body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2 and give a small recommendation in the end. That's it. So what is this? In conclusion, people go overseas nowadays in order to receive a better education or to do business, isn't it? So education business is what he's talking about in the first body paragraph. Then what is he talking about in the second body paragraph? Overseas, people can broaden their horizons and widen their social circle. So it's talking about developing more friendship and developing relations with others, and that will lead to a good career and open or broaden our career perspectives, isn't it? So it happens, isn't it, when we have good contacts with us like LinkedIn. Okay, so we when we are contact when we have these contacts, when we might get a good opportunity in future, whatever we are looking for, isn't it? So that can be a chance. There can be a chance.
Excuse me, sir. Guys, Shafiq sir seems to be facing some issues. I'll just contact him and get him back on the call, okay?
Okay, guys, hi. Guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll switch off the cam. Maybe the internet connection is not so good. Okay. So I'll only present my screen. Okay. So that the call.
Excuse me, sir.
Ma'am, 1 second. I'm trying to connect.
Yeah, yeah. Sure.
Okay, guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you. I'll be sharing the screen. Can you view my screen too?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. So what I was talking about is today we are going to discuss a topic which is task one. Task one is mostly about bar graphs, line graphs, pie chart, multiple graphs or multiple charts, processes or diagrams, and maps. Okay. So uh, So we'll get only one question, by the way, out of all these. Okay, we don't get one or two questions like this. Okay, only one question we need to ask is asked in the task one, but we need to prepare for all these. Okay, but it's quite simple. Don't worry. Okay. So first we'll discuss bar graph. If we discuss one bar graph, it will be like very significant to answer any task one given. So what is task one? Task one is nothing but again, a line graph or a bar graph or a pie chart will be given. You need to answer it in 4 paragraphs. What are those 4 paragraphs? So, introduction, key trend or overview. So, we call it as overview, okay, or key trend. Key trend means what is very prominent over there. And explanation paragraph 1, explanation paragraph 2. Main paragraph means explanation paragraph 1 and explanation paragraph 2. That's it. So, what are the 4 paragraphs, guys? Introduction, overview, explanation paragraph 1 and explanation paragraph 2. So within 4 paragraphs you're going to set the task one. Even they'll accept even 3 paragraphs also, but to be on the like clear side, but to represent in a clear way, I want you to divide it into 4 paragraphs for task one also. Okay. So what is introduction? Introduction is nothing but one sentence introduction, guys. So what is one sentence introduction? For the unlike task two, in task two what we have done the introduction in 3 to 4 sentences, isn't it, for essay writing? But in task one it is different, guys. Task one, the introduction is one sentence only. Why? Because if you see the question here, the question is also one sentence, isn't it? The chart below shows the total number of minutes in millions of telephone calls in UK divided into 3 categories. So this one is also one sentence, and your introduction will be the complete introduction will be one sentence only. Okay. So make sure that you paraphrase the words completely. Don't use any words from the given question and change that one sentence introduction to your introduction from the question. Change that question into your one sentence introduction. So now quickly, I'll give you exactly 3 to 4 minutes to change this question to your one sentence introduction. Like change it to what? Paraphrase it. So let's see how many of you can do. Okay, your time starts now. I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes. So what you need to change here? Just look whatever it is there on the y-axis, x-axis, and also like top sides. What, see, you need to check whatever data is there or whatever illustration is given. That is always you need to do once once you go to the question, and also read the instructions. What are the instructions here? You need to answer this task one in 20 minutes. So remember this. Task one you should answer in 20 minutes, and task two it's 40 minutes. You know this, right? So 40 plus 20, how much? 60 minutes. Total entire writing you need to complete within 1 hour. That is 60 minutes. Okay. So task one you need to complete within 20 minutes, guys. So here instruction is not given, but actually the instruction will also be there. You have to complete the given illustration in 20 minutes, and the word limit. Yes, this is very very important. One of the criterias. Okay, the word limit for task one is 150 words, not less than 150 words. If you write less than 150 words, you will be marked down. How many marks they're going to cut? We don't know yet. Okay, they just told that if you don't follow the instructions, if you don't fulfill the criteria, the marks will be deducted. If you do spelling mistakes, the marks will be deducted. If you don't illustrate properly the given pie chart or a bar chart or the illustration, then the marks will be deducted. So they have told the do's and don'ts. Okay, don't make grammatical errors, don't make spelling mistakes. All these things are do's and don'ts, right? But how many marks they'll deduct, they have not told. Okay, so we have to be very very careful. So one thing you need to remember is within 20 minutes you need to complete 150 words for task one. Is it clear, guys? So now start giving me the introduction for this, the one sentence introduction. Let's see how many of you can successfully do it. But the criteria here is you need to change each and every word. Okay, paraphrase it. Okay, yes. So that introduction, you can type it in the chat box once it is done. Okay. So give me your introductions in the chat box for this question, please. Okay, already Rahul Kumar has given. I'm waiting for some more introductions. Guys, hurry up. So we got three: Chintu, Sai, Nimitej. Yes, he has also given. I'll wait for 2 more minutes for others to give the introduction. Just try, guys. Yeah, it's better, right? So if possible, I'll try to read many of your introductions. And believe me, introduction is very very important in task one because it tells how much English you know, isn't it? And the examiner is going to give maximum marks for introduction and overview only, maximum, because here is where your English skills come up. For task one, I'm talking about task one. Okay. Task 2, yes, entirely you need to be very, very careful. Because explanation paragraphs in task 1 is all about this went up, this went down, this decrease, this increase. That is what you're going to read. But introduction and overview, it requires a lot of effort for you, isn't it? So that is the reason you have to be very careful with the introduction and overview. Okay, let me read Rahul Kumar's. The chart depicts the information about the total counts of minutes in billions of telephone calls between 1995 to 2002 in UK. Okay, very good. Okay, so you can also write the bar chart because it's a bar chart, right? Rahul is good. Okay, then Chintu, the given bar graph elucidates the total amount of time spent on telephone calls by the people in of Britain. Very good. In a given period starting from 1995 to 2002. Great. So let me read Priya's. The given bar graph depicts the exact figures of minutes spent on calls in United Kingdom. Furthermore, further converted into three different categorizations between 1995 to 2000. Yes, taken. So I'll read the last one. Kumar Sunchu. Yes, Kumar Sunchu. The given bar graph depicts information about number of minutes of phones in UK nation. Uh, no need to again say UK nation. Okay, in UK, in the UK. Okay, so you have written in UK. Okay, just remove in between UK and the. Okay, Kumar. So no need of nation. Then which are sorted into three categories in the period of 1995. Okay, in the period 1995 2002. Okay, good. Then Soumyadeep Ganguly, starting from 1995 till 2002, the given bar graph illustrates how many minutes people spent on telephone calls in UK. Okay, the call type has been further divided into three different categories. Okay, taken. But it's better you have done it in one sentence. But even second sentence is also okay for introduction. Even one sentence is also fine. Okay, the bar graph, Bhuvaneshwari. The bar chart given below represents the total amount of time spent by people in UK. So N, I don't know why it is N you have written. It is, and it is further shown. Okay, so don't write short forms, guys. Like yesterday, I told you, don't write any short forms. Okay, write completely. And means A and D. You need to write. Don't even use and symbols. Okay, and further shown into three more different categories from 1995 hyphen 2002. Okay, so from 1995 to 2002, you can convert it as between 95 TO2 to 2002. You can do that. Okay. Yes. Then Madhavi Gautam. The bar chart outlines the duration of local, national, international mobile phones in UK between 1995 and 2002. The bar chart outlines the duration of local. The duration of what, Madhavi Gautam? What is the duration? He's asking. So it is the amount of time spent on calls, telephone calls in billions of minutes. It is not only calls, it is in billions of minutes in calls, isn't it? So see, calls are not billions of calls, minutes in those calls again. Okay, so that was what was missing in Madhavi Gautam's thing. Okay, so let's see an introduction here, a 9-man introduction. So here it is. The bar chart compares the amount of time spent by people in UK. The bar chart below shows. So instead of shows, compares, illustrates, depicts, you can write these things. Okay. The total number of minutes is converted into the amount of time. Okay. spent by people in UK, people in United Kingdom, people in Britain. So, okay, we can use all these things, isn't it? For example, for Canada, I can't say Kannada or Karnataka, right? Because we can't change. But here, there's a possibility to change, isn't it? For US, you can talk about America, something like that. So, on three different types of phone calls between 1995 to 2002. So, so he has said from 1995 hyphen 2002, we have changed like this. Calls between from we have changed to between and 1995 and 2002. Okay. So for categories, the paraphrasing is given different types. So guys, are you getting it? So you need to change every word, every sentence in the question. That is better. If you use more and more words from the same words from the question, again your marks will go down. So it's better you paraphrase completely and change the introduction. Okay, I mean change the question to your introduction. Okay, now so, what is overview or key trend? The second paragraph, again, you should explain it in two sentences, two or three maximum. That's it. So, what is this overview? Overview is nothing but when you see something, all of a sudden, when you see something, you notice something, right? Which is very high, very low, or very prominent. Okay. When you go to a new place, all of a sudden you see something and you describe it. Okay, this is so good in that. Okay, this is not so good in that place. Okay, you tell two things. So this is so good in that, but there is one thing which I didn't like, for example. Okay, so what is very prominent here when you see this illustration? So I'll give you 2 minutes or 3 minutes to give an overview. What you can see very prominent in this entire question, very high and very low, you can talk about. For example, I gave, right? So without using data like, for example, the data of this, or the minutes of billions calls. Okay, calls in minutes are there, right? So billions of calls, and also these years. Without using this data, I want you to construct an overview. What is very high? What is very low? Can you do that for me? I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, acha chalo, 3 minutes. We'll give 3 minutes. I think many people will have doubt on this, so I doubt it whether you can do it or not. Okay, I'll tell you what is overview. That's better. Okay, so overview is nothing but, again, into two sentences we can talk about it. It is clear that calls made via local fixed lines were the most popular type in the terms of overall usage. So it's talking about local fixed lines. So it's always popular in the sense always high, isn't it? In all the years from 1995 to 2002. So instead of using the years, what did he said? In terms of overall usage, throughout the period shown means from here to here, without using any dates. See how beautifully, this is where the beauty of the language comes. Got it, guys? So to tell this is very high on all the years, he has told in this way. Then the lowest figures on the chart are the mobile calls, but this category also saw the most dramatic increase in the user minutes. So it's talking about mobile calls. So mobile calls, when it started in 1995, right? So in 1995, it was very low, but by the end of the period, it saw a very great increase, a dramatic increase. So the vocabulary here is dramatic increase. The vocabulary here is throughout the period shown, the lowest figures. All these things you need to get these kind of vocabulary. Okay. I believe most of you have done really great in introduction. So this wouldn't be a great thing for you. You might be using these things. But those who don't know these things, guys, please get these things in your task once. What are those? Overall usage throughout the period shown. It is clear that, okay, by the way, it is clear that we can clearly see that overall we can see that that means you're giving an overview. The examiner will understand with this paraphrasing. It is clear that overall we can see that that means these kind of paraphrase, this kind of phrases will tell the examiner that, okay, this guy is giving the overview. Okay, some people also give the overview in the end, but I recommend you to give the overview in the after the introduction itself. Got it? So the lowest figures were mobile calls, and this also saw a dramatic increase in user minutes. Okay, not the calls. Now, next to our explanation paragraphs, that's what we discussed, right? So after overview, next to our explanation paragraphs, these are very easy. See, only thing is what went up, what went down. That is what you're going to write, and you need to highlight the main features of the graph. So let's see what are those. In 1995, people in UK used fixed lines for a total of just over 70 billions of local calls. So now he's using all the data. 1995 over 70, because here micro measurements are not here, right? So that is the reason we have used just over. You need to use just over, approximately. Okay, these kind of words, because there is no micro measurements here. So 70 billion minutes for local calls. Okay, that is what it started with. And about half of the amount of the time for national and international calls. Instead of saying 37, 38, something like that for national, he's just said just about the half of to it were the national and international calls. He's talking about these. Okay, beautifully said, right? By contrast, so these two are in one way, but the other thing is mobile is very low. By contrast, or however, mobile phones were only used for around 4 billion minutes over the following 4 years. So I'm sorry, 4 minutes till here, full stop. So it started with 4 minutes, but over the following 4 years, all the three call types increased steadily. That's what he's saying. Over the following 4 years, the figures of all three types phone calls increased steadily. There is no drastic increase for another 4 years, isn't it? From 1996, 1997, 1998, 99, they were just increasing steadily, all the three. Okay, so that is what he said. In the next paragraph, also, same explanation. I mean, the other features you're going to talk about. By 1999, the amount of time spent on local calls using the landlines had reached the peak at 19 billion minutes, 90 billion minutes. So, reached the peak is the this one is talking about. It is the highest in all the years, right? So instead of saying the highest, reach the peak. This is the paraphrasing we need. This is the vocab we need in task one, guys. Learn it. Then subsequently, the figures for this category fell after this poor thing. Then it fell. Maybe people were very inclined to mobile calls. Huh? But the rise in the other two type phone calls continued. But the other two were continuing. Maybe local fixed line went down, but the other two were continuing. They were increasing. In 2002, the number of minutes of national international calls passed 60 billions, while the figure for the mobile rose around, again around, see, passed, around, uh, reached. Okay, approximately, when we talk about approximately rose around, means they rose around for 45 billion. So he's talking about this, 60 billion minutes, this one. National, international. In the end, he just gave this. National, international in 2002 was 60, and this one around 45 billions of minutes. That's it, guys. And this is, believe me, more than 150 words. And it is a 9-band answer. So isn't it very easy? So I always tell everyone, to my students, complete this task one in 15 to 16 minutes and jump off to task two. I'm just not degrading task one, but my intention is you need to spend more time on task two, and also to inculcate ideas, because here there is no inculcation of ideas. All you need is to describe here. So this went up, this went down. You can do it, isn't it? After writing introduction and overview, definitely you're going to describe this thing. So complete this in 15 to 16 minutes. Go to task 2 and write a beautiful essay and come out with a beautiful smile from the examination hall. Okay. And always in the end, guys, spend 5 to 6 minutes, 6 minutes, keep 5 to 6 minutes to proofread your task ones and task twos. I'm just again repeating. I might be monotonous again, but this is very important. You when you read your own writings before submitting the paper, you're not giving a chance for the examiner to mark it on in any other criterias or all the criterias. You know what are the criterias? Spelling mistakes, grammatical errors, sentences where they are not proper or meaningless. Obviously, when we are in a hurry, we mix two sentences, isn't it? And write it as one, and it becomes meaningless. So, when you read your own writings, you're not giving a chance for the examiner to give you less marks. You will eliminate those things, isn't it? I think we all know these things from our schoolings, isn't it? All the teachers said, okay, before submitting, check your answer. So I'm also saying like a teacher, but this is very important, isn't it? Yes. So this is about task 1, guys. So yes, another bar graph is there. You can just check from our website or today's handouts. Also, you can check. Even it is also there in our website. You everything entire material is there. You can check one bar graph, another bar graph also how they have divided. Okay, and write like this. This is what the entire thing is. You will understand. Okay, when you understand one illustration, you can write any illustration in this world. All you need is 4 paragraphs: introduction, overview, 2 explanation paragraphs. Okay, go through our today's material, you will understand. Okay, yes. So that is all about it. Any questions, guys, regarding task 1 writing? So which type of task 1 has more chances to come in exam? Okay, there is no fixed type, Rahul. Okay, that's what any type can come out of these questions, anything, bar graph, line graph, pie chart, anything. Okay, then Sai has asking, so in task 1, there will be no conclusion. Yes, dear, the conclusion is nothing but overview here. And overview, you're going to present it in the second paragraph. Okay, that's what I told you, right? Some people give overview as conclusion in the last, but I recommend you to give it in the first go itself. I mean, after introduction paragraph, give your overview. Then all type, all clear. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time, and thank you for having patience, because yesterday night there was a thunderstorm here. So because of it, the internet got, I mean, there was some internet problems in between for 4 to 5 minutes. I apologize for it, but yes, I think the session really went well. And I want you to go through these task ones. Okay, if you do one bar graph, one pie chart, you will understand. Anyways, we are going to discuss a few more illustrations tomorrow also. But today's bar graph and line graph, I want you to check these. Okay, this will be really, really informative. I want you to check these. And also, we have some vocabulary also. For example, rise. To rise, we also can say increase, surge, grow, when to peak. We learned one of these words, isn't it? So we also have vocab. What kind of vocabulary to use in task 1? Just go through it. We're going to discuss tomorrow another illustration along with some revision. Okay. So it's all bar graphs and line graphs we have in our today's uh, yeah, worksheets. You can go through it. Okay, once you read them, you'll understand, and also try to write them. Okay, take one question and start writing these 4 paragraphs, and that is done. Okay, guys, that's all from my end. Then someone is asking something. Okay, Tarun, is task 1 also double-ended questions? Like, no, dear, no. It is not at all opinion. Guys, you should not give your opinion. It's very, very important question Tarun asked. You should not give your opinion here. In my opinion, the bar graph is like this. No. If you give your opinion, you will be marked down again. Don't give your opinion according to the bar chart, according to the illustration, according to the line graph, that is the sentence should come. The sentence should start like that. The sentence should not start according to me. If you give your opinion, then it is gone. I mean, they'll decrease the marks. Okay, it's not gone. Okay, yes. Obviously, today is first day. Fine. Anyways, you learned about task one. Yes. So please explain the first 3 days as today is my first day. First 3 days we discussed about task two, buddy. Priya, Priya Gulati. Task two, which is about essays, and it is already there in our website. The recorded classes session is there. You can check in our website, and ma'am will help you with that. Okay. Yes, Mandvi Gautam, thank you so much. Guys, see you tomorrow. And yes, bye bye. Take care and have a beautiful evening. Okay, ma'am.